Welcome back to Red Glasses Talks. The topic today is Be Priority Driven. We're in a series. If you've been watching us, you would know that. And we're basically taking our thoughts out of Matthew chapter 22, 37 to 39. Jesus said, here are the priorities. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Number one. And then he said the second commandment or commitment is likened to the first. Love your neighbor as you love you. And so we're looking at four C's that can make a marriage sizzle. First was commitment. Second was communication. And thirdly, and this is where we are right now, is caring. So last time we looked at this passage in Malachi, which chapter number 2, verse 14, which talked about that you focus on your marriage partner. The word partner in that passage can be translated friend, your best friend. So we looked at characteristics of a friend in the last time we were together. And then also underneath that, we looked at the causes of depression, particularly among women in America. Today, we're going to build on that caring and take it a step deeper, and we're going to talk about becoming a student of our partner, of our husband or our wife. There are different kinds of needs. And I'll just kind of simplify it. There are felt needs and there are real needs. There are things that we feel we need or feel we have, and then there are actually real needs that go deeper underneath the outward apparent needs. And so just keep that in mind. And I think when you think about your marriage, we got to learn to discern the needs of our partner and then scratch where they itch. In other words, meet the need where they're coming from. In the Bible, there's a great passage. You might want to read this. I'm not going to read it now. Mark chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. And in this passage, Jesus is with a room full of people. And in that room, and in this passage, he meets 10 different needs in that one passage. But all I want to do now is mention to you 10 needs that everyone has. And so here we go. There's the basic, what I call total person needs. You can put that in one column. The physical needs, the mental needs, the social or relationship needs, emotional needs, and spiritual needs. So that's the total person. Then another column you can put down the basic psychological needs that we all have. Here they are. A need for security, a need for love, for recognition, for new experience, and freedom from guilt. We all have those needs. And so what I'm challenging you to do, what would you say your number one need is in each one of those needs that I just mentioned, each of the 10? Then what do you think the number one need in each of those 10 needs for your husband or your wife? And what could you do to scratch where he or she itches and meet a need? This is really practical stuff. As you live out daily life, let me tell you, when you know your husband or your wife is concerned about how you feel, what you sense your needs are, and maybe you don't even know sometime that you are communicating non-verbally a certain need, but they pick up on it and respond to that. Man, I'll tell you, when you begin to operate that way with one another, that's a good deal. So, take the assignment and see what happens.